artificial intelligence, create the next space race. In September, Vladimir Putin made a statement in which he predicted that the development of artificial intelligence will come to mirror the space race as nations begin to compete with each other to develop ever more sophisticated systems. Putin felt that AI would come to shape and dominate global politics, and that such technologies were destined to play a major role in the future of the human race. But is this a good thing? Is such competition healthy? What are the consequences if artificial intelligence creates the next space race? Number 4. Recklessness. When the space race began, it was a straight fight between the USA and the Soviet Union, with both sides pushing the boundaries in an attempt to be first. Their relentless pursuit of achievement brought us many glorious successes, but there were plenty of avoidable disasters on both sides as well. We got a few cool movies out of it for sure, but in return, we had to deal with charred corpses and a severe dent to national pride. You give a little, you get a little. Today, things are a little calmer. America and Russia are working together on international projects, and the European Space Agency, China, Japan, and India all have their own space programs too. But in terms of artificial intelligence, we're still in that early competitive phase. This time, the two major players are the USA and China, with Russia catching up fast. In the past few years, projects like Google's DeepMind AlphaGo and Labratus by Carnegie Mellon professor Tuomas Sandholm have used advanced AI to beat human experts in games of poker and Go. But soon, when these systems are refined, we'll start using this technology for other things, particularly warfare. In many respects, the development of artificial intelligence can be seen as less of a space race and more of an arms race. Number 3. A fight to the death. In July 2015, more than 1,000 experts in AI technology signed a letter warning of the threat of artificially intelligent military systems, while also calling for a global ban on autonomous weapons. Unfortunately, this open letter did precisely diddly squat, with many world governments keen to exploit artificial intelligence now to steal a march on their rivals. Unmanned aerial drones, smart vehicles, and artificially intelligent hackers are all currently in use or in development by militaries around the world. And while artificial intelligence research is expensive, it's not as expensive as conducting a space race. This means more projects can be funded, which inevitably means even more mistakes will be made as each nation fights to outdo each other. Many of these mistakes will be covered up, especially during the early stages of development. When your failure involves a big firework full of humans going boom boom in the sky, it can't be hidden so easily, and it invites severe political pressure upon your project. But will anyone outside the lab know or care if an AI program teeters on the brink of dangerous sentience? Humanity soon will, if such errors have external consequences. Mistakes in the space race might cost us a handful of astronauts, but the damage a rogue AI could do out in the open doesn't bear thinking about. Huge swaths of data could be destroyed or leaked by an errant AI program. Devastating weaponry wielded by autonomous drones might cause huge loss of life. Heck, we might even lose the internet, and that would make life no longer worth living. Number 2. Global turmoil. When the Soviets completed the world's first orbital spaceflight, this momentous occasion occurred at a time of tension between themselves and the USA. However, while the launch of Sputnik shocked the Americans into action, the space race itself didn't create any major social or cultural problems for everyday ordinary citizens. Artificial intelligence is a different game altogether. Advanced AI is creeping into our industries and replacing human workers as we speak. with data analysis programs and production line machinery already capable of performing tasks better than us fleshy meat bags. In China, several factories have seen their efficiency targets exceeded massively after the replacement of their human employees. And this is a trend we'll likely see continue as artificial intelligence becomes more refined. A team of researchers from the universities of Yale and Oxford published a paper recently which detailed their findings into the future of AI in the workplace. Having polled hundreds of industry experts, they predicted high-level machine intelligence will surpass humans in language translation by 2024, driving skills by 2027, and erotic fiction by 2034. That last one is a lie. But AI bots will write a New York Times bestseller before 2049, perform surgeries more accurately than humans by 2053, be capable of performing all tasks as good as or better than humans by 2060, and eventually take over all human jobs by 2136, according to this report. And you know what? I bet there will still be some people worrying about immigrants even then. So, as more humans lose their vocation, where do their next paychecks come from? How does society function? Will reverse migration occur as workers move to less developed countries? Or will AI-focused nations become utopias where nobody works and a robot wipes your butt? This isn't something we've ever had to worry about with the space race or even an arms race. The development of weaponry brought global conflict to the world, and advancements in rocketry may take us to new ones. But the creation of beings smarter than us is something else altogether. We are on the cusp of making ourselves obsolete, or at the very least, changing the shape of our world forever. Number 1. A new world order. Empires come and go. As one nation overextends and loses control of its territories, others come in to fill the power vacuum. We've seen this happen time and time again over the course of human history, with the domination of the Persians, the Romans, the Arabs, the Mongols, and the British, followed by the American period of hegemony today. But when one nation develops artificial intelligence, does the perpetual flux of world power come to a halt? Is this our Serena Williams moment? With the help of AI, could one group become so powerful it cannot be overcome? Just think of all the insurmountable obstacles an AI-backed nation can provide for its enemies. Artificial intelligence could help you win battles without losing a single human life. It could predict how to boost your economy to become the world's richest nation, and potentially free your people from illness and employment to make you the most popular form of government on Earth. Each may seem unlikely now, but eventually, these are the AI goals nations will strive for. And if any one country were to succeed in even coming close, how would the rest ever hope to catch them? Such a situation could occur much sooner than you think, too. And it doesn't need to involve sentient death robots or artificially aware algorithms either. The era of big data is well and truly upon us, with the Internet of Things helping our world become more informed and interconnected than ever before. Data will be the currency of the future, and those who know how to use this resource will hold unfathomable amounts of power. Add artificial intelligence into the mix, and you'll have a huge advantage in using this data to formulate strategies. By analyzing the behavior of predictable human societies, an AI program could tell you what we're going to do in the future. And if you can predict the future, you can control it. Thankfully, known philanthropist Vladimir Putin has promised to share Russia's AI technology with the world to avoid such a catastrophic situation. What a nice guy. But what else should we all be doing? We're going to explore our responsibilities with AI technology in our bonus video, The Ethics of Artificial Intelligence, which you can watch in our Patreon page at patreon.com/Strange Mysteries. For a $2 a month pledge, which you can cancel at any time, you'll get to watch this and all of our bonus content, which goes deeper and darker into every topic than YouTube allows. If you don't want to donate, then
We know you wanted more, Strange mysteries on YouTube and our Patreon bonus videos weren't enough to quench your search for truth, to give you that sense of awe and wonder again, to go past what you thought was the end, to give you the answers you seek, but which only lead to more questions. That's why we just upped the stakes. Chemicals of reality. Reality, consciousness, brains. What else is there? Ask yourself that question. Perhaps that's all there really is, but perhaps everything else is found within a place where these ideas, these things, overlap. Some thing, some place that is undefinable. To many people, altering certain chemicals in their brains produces what they would simply call hallucinations. In fact, what we're going to discuss specifically used to be called the businessman's trip, as one could enjoy it. Come down and put your pants back on in the time it takes to eat lunch. It wasn't taken seriously, well, unless of course you started digging. And some people, including us, did. Already though, to many people, this chemical is special amongst others. Very special. To them, it represents something more meaningful and incredible, as if it's the gateway to the next level of consciousness. The ticket to a higher reality barely explored by most humans. It is the entry point to a new reality, visited by only a select few, whose minds have become enlightened through the use of this exotic substance. For this reason, it's commonly referred to as the spirit molecule. But is its reputation as a mystical mind-opener deserved? Or is it, and everything it represents, just a load of bullshit? We look at, investigate, and dive deeply into nearly all available research regarding this question, from nearly every angle feasible. And in the course of doing so, stumble upon unexplainable patterns, correlations, and neurological evidence for a reality existing beyond this one. Watch this hour-long Strange Mysteries premium video, Chemicals of Reality, as well as many more to come by becoming an elite premium member of our Patreon at patreon.com/strangemysteries.